I'm drawn to this piece because it's frustrating to me that I even have to think about all these steps that I have to make just to a basic thing like getting pulled over.
I wanted to get darker. I know that was just my natural tendency, but he said no. We have to bring them out into some. We have to have some light, some hope, in this piece.
The opportunity to engage in your world and shape your world is probably one of the greatest privileges any person can have.
My name is Audrey Berteau, and I'm the producing artistic director of Walterhoope. Walterhoope is heading into its 3rd season, and we're beginning work on our 7th project. Our goal is to raise $3,000 for this world premiere project that explores the excessive use of police force against Black communities. Director-choreographer Darnell Pierre Benjamin will lead a creative team of dancers and singers to develop the production. The piece will follow a single character who embodies the victims of excessive police force. This character interacts with an ensemble of dancers and a chorus of singers to tell their story.
Every time I put something together, I'm always thinking to myself, what do I feel? What do I feel? And what do I want people to feel? So I kind of play a lot with expressionism. I'm really fascinated by that whole movement and the idea of focusing on more of the feeling, the emotion.
The production will feature original music by Khalil Skyrick and poetry by Tyrone Williams. Their previous collaborations, reflections on the shooting of Timothy Thomas in Cincinnati in 2001, serve as inspiration for this piece.
Music is phenomenal because it has no definition, it has no words that can define it. It speaks in the soul, it speaks in the spirit. And so when important issues arise, and we have to find our moral compass and we have to find our actions, music is one of the best ways for us to find that grounding, that foundation, that basic chord of sense of self and morality.
The lines have become hardened on all sides. There's very little room for compromise, for discussion across boundaries of race, ethnicity, class, as well as police,
In order to fully realize the complexity of this issue, Walterhoope is taking a conceptual approach through music, dance, poetry, and audience participation.
So I see the piece being inspired heavily by what happened in 2001, but then taking that and bringing it to today. So where can we learn? Where does it all stem from? What's the core of it? And the core, what I see, is mental health. So for me, in the outline of the piece, I see here's the problem. Here are the results of the problem. Now what are we going to do about this mental health crisis?
The psychological part of this, which I agree has been missing. We don't necessarily pay attention to that. Again, because that's not sexy, that's not thrilling, that's not melodramatic. That's just hard work. I think the arts can serve that very well, particularly if they don't cater to simple solutions.
All these things that we have, all these things, we fix them, we clean them, we restore them, we protect them. Now, let's do that with our minds.
It's a large team. It's a large group of people that are going to make this project go and fly. And I'm very excited because I think there's tremendous energy and I think this is going to take off.
Please join us in supporting this project. Help us lift our voice to make the collective voice a little louder.
More than anything, I think somebody should support this because it's important. It impacts all of us. It's not just Black people. It's not just police officers. It's everybody. It's the mental health of the country.
When you participate in the creating of a work like this, whether you're funding it, whether you're working on it, or whether you're a participant, or whether you're an audience member, it really doesn't matter. All of these participants and people that engage in it are actually now creating their world.